Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and to another map tour. Today, I bring to you Iowa Plains View by Seal Booty, and I decided to come in on the save game options real quick because there are a couple required mods for this map. So, how I set up map preview, or map looks, map tours, whatever you want to call it. I guess it's not really a preview this time. It is a map tour. New farmer. I give myself $1 million. Economic difficulty easy. Start farm yes. Intro tour no. And then I deselect all my mods. And I go animal. I grab animal food overview. Easy dev. And player speed, and then I push enter and it will bring up any required mods. Iowa Plains View requires workshop, AGI, grain dryer, horse stable, sheep, goat barn, and the pole barn. Would you like to select all required mods? Yes, and now I will see you guys once I am in the game. Now we are going to read the Modhub description of this map, which is a lot, but before we do that, I just want to remind you there will be timestamps in the description of this video if you want to see anything specific, or if you just want to watch the whole video, you can do that as well. Iowa Plains View. Inspired by the rolling landscapes of the U.S. state of Iowa, this map offers a customized terrain designed for gameplay and does not represent any specific real-world location or town. This is a standard-sized map where you have the freedom to build your farm the way you want, focus on arable farming, dive into production chains, explore forestry, or combine them all. Your journey begins on the main farm, fully equipped with pre-placed buildings, including a cow barn, chicken coop, pigsty, and a set of starter machinery to help you get going. Key features: 30 fields in various sizes from small to large, 2 forestry sites available for logging. Biogas plant processes silage into digestate and produces methane gas, a valuable resource that can be collected and sold for profit. Traffic and pedestrians enhance the map's realism. Multiple paintable terrain textures for detailed landscaping. Custom sowing calendar for soybeans and wheat included in the seasonal growth plan. Local Case IH dealership available for purchasing, selling, and customizing machinery and equipment. Alfalfa is available on the map and can be used just like grass for mowing, baling, feeding, or silage production. Soybeans produce usable straw after harvest, which can be collected and used like regular straw. 2 farms are available. The main farm features a grain silo, grain dryer, hot confinement, cow barn, and starter equipment, while the second farm includes a horse stable and sheep-goat pasture that unlock once you buy the farmland. Small creek with waterfalls and a scenic rest area, perfect for taking a break. Iowa license plates, 10 collectible golden eggs. Production features include Cider Creek Juice Co. produces orange juice, lemonade, blueberry juice, apple juice, pear juice, and plum juice using fresh fruits, which later in the video we'll go more in depth on recipes and cycles and all that on these. Right now this is just a overview of everything that is on the map. We'll go into specifics on all this stuff once I'm done reading this. Pancake House creates fluffy pancakes using flour, eggs, milk, and syrup. Popcorn production turns dry corn into a crunchy movie time snack. 2-step maple syrup production chain. Collect maple sap in the forest, then refine it into sweet maple syrup at Syrup House. I might have to do a separate video on that. We'll see. Pizzeria bakes hot, ready-to-serve pizzas using various local ingredients. Ketchup production transforms tomatoes into bottled ketchup. Watermill grinds all breakfast crops into flour, including wheat, barley, oat, sorghum, and rice. It also processes corn into corn flour and dry corn into fine corn flour. Or, as I say it because I can't say it right, cereal crops. Dairy expands with new products including condensed milk, strawberry yogurt, blueberry yogurt, cream, kefir, and chocolate milk. Greenhouse grows fruits and vegetables like oranges, lemons, apples, blueberries, pumpkins, garlic, and more. Oil mill, tailor shop, carpenter. Sawmill produces firewood used to fuel the maple syrup production process, but it can also be sold at the local selling station. Grain dryer allows grain to be dried before storage or sale. Fermenter processes grass, chaff, and alfalfa into silage and digestate. Selling points include grain sell point accepts standard grains. Jackson Farm offers another location for selling grains. Supermarket accepts various food products and processed goods. Elma train station allows bulk selling via train and pays a 15% bonus for shipped goods. Propane station provides propane for grain dryer and other equipment. Animal dealer is available for buying and selling livestock. Bale selling point accepts hay, straw, silage, and other baled materials. Iowa Plains Logistics serves as a supply store where you can purchase all materials required for constructible placeables and production chains. And like I said, your required mods are workshop, pole barn, sheep, goat barn, horse stable, and AGI grain dryer. And now we go in-game. Alright, here is your PDA. We have 1 extra crop of alfalfa in here. Here is your crop calendar. You have chicken, cow, and hogs, or pigs. Pigs are also known as hogs, if you didn't know that. Contracts are very nice. Those we'll go over in a little bit. We should have time. If not, they might be a separate video also. And going back up to crop calendar, because I forgot to go over here. Here is your starting area in New Farmer. And then here is your starting equipment. The Amazon UX 5201 Super, the Amazon ZGTS 10001, the Arcusin FSX6372, the Brantner TR34092 PT Plus, the Case IH3050 Terraflex 28 feet, the Case IH4408, the Case IH Axial Flow 7150, the Case IH Magnum 340 CVX drive, the Case IH Puma 260 CVX drive, the Kenzie 4905 Blue drive, the Krone Swadro TS 970, the Converland PW 112, the Lemkin Solitaire 1.2, the Massey Ferguson MF 2370 Ultra HD, the Nardi N6035, the Samaz KDD941 STH, the Samaz KDF341S, the Samaz P8890, and the Vaderstedt NZ Extreme 1425. And you have no loans out. And then we go into construction. We have a couple things here. We have this workshop, which let me try and find some flatter ground. Yeah, let's go over here. We have the workshop, the pole barn, the small shed. This workshop is the workshop mod in the required mods. And then this is the pole barn in the required mods. And then silos. This is just in the map. You have the grain silo right here. This is the AGI grain dryer mod. It's the propane station for it. Tools is nothing. Farmhouses is nothing. And then down here in factories, you have the fermenter, the sugar mill, the Cedar Creek Juice Co., the Sweet Creek Maple Co., the AGI grain dryer from the AGI grain dryer mod. And then you also have the selling station from the AGI grain dryer mod. And then greenhouses, you have the large glass greenhouse. And animals, we have the cow barn large. Horses, this is the horse stable. We have this pigsty and this hog confinement. And then we have the sheep barn. And then this sheep barn is the sheep goat barn mod. And then we have, last but not least in this section, we have this chicken pasture, which I really like. I really like this style of chicken pastures. Bees, nothing, other nothing, fences. We have that. And we have that. Lights, nothing. There was one thing and others, no. It was decoration, I think. Yeah. And then we have this gate in decoration. And then sculpting is all, as far as I can tell, your base game stuff. So, ground level tour time. I just love the look of this map. I think this would be a very good map for the NEXAT DLC. What? I'm not sure when yet. In the future, you might see a playthrough from me with you might see a let's play or a streaming series using the NEXAT on this map at some point from me, but I'm not going to guarantee it yet, but I'm strongly considering it. Ground level tour, as I said, we're going to start up here with our main farm. You get field 2 and field 8, which are ready to harvest, and field 1, which should be there when you sleep, I think, which is canola, corn, and you start with an alfalfa field. Nice. Let's go up here and take a look around. Cows down here. Are there any water buffalo in here? Are they all just cows? They're all cows. You have 30 Holstein and 30 brown Swiss. This would be your hog confinement. Sheds. Main house? Yep, your farmhouse right there. Silo, chicken coop, greenhouses, another shed over here. Some of your starting equipment is laying around here. Some are probably in the sheds. Silage bunker. Plenty of open area to add your own touches. And then we'll go into town here. Do a flyover of the town. And then I'll read off what all is over here because it's a lot. We have the propane station, gas station, this is the warehouse. Plains Market Logistics is what that's called. Your vehicle shop, supermarket, Iowa Gold Press, ketchup production, sugar mill, Cedar Creek Juice Co., popcorn production, pancake house, Cedar Ridge Creamery, bakery, tailor shop, pizzeria, and then over here you have the water mill. Very nice. Well, it looks like the one from Riverbend. Maybe a different color. Still nice. I liked that. And then down here you have Jackson's Sawmill and the carpentry. Right there. There's this nice open grass area here. You could either extend this field out or put some productions on the land. I would probably myself just expand this field out. But that might just be me. But I do like to tell you guys somewhat of what I would maybe do on these from time to time. Maps like this always open up to your own creativity. All this here, which is Grain West silo, rent train there, and then this is a grain sell point. And then we have the BGA. Nice. Two nice big bunkers over here. Could probably fit a lot of grass or chaff in those. Nice. I like that. And then, what is this? The Jetson Farm, which is your secondary farm, I think. Maybe it's a sell point, but look at this tree area. You could take down those trees again, make it another production area or field, as long as there's a way to get in. Yeah. As long as there's a way to get in on this fence line. Or you can take this fence line down. That would be a nice production or another field. And then I left something out up here. We are going to visit, because I think I need to buy this. This is the Maple Sap Plantation in the Sweet Creek Maple Co. So yeah, I will do a separate video on the sap production, because I really can't tell you guys how to do it, because I don't know yet. So I will figure this whole sap production out, and I'll do a separate video on that. But now, I am going to go ahead and go around and buy all of the productions, and we are going to go ahead and go over the productions. So, I'll be back in a second. Alright, we have everything bought. So, let's start going over these. Before we do that though, this area up in here gets kind of confusing because some of them drop you, like when you go to visit, some of them drop you off at the same area, like behind it, and then you have to go up front and like figure out which production is which. So if you visit these productions over here, I suggest just going on a visit it, and then like tag the actual building you want to go to and follow that, because it took me a minute to figure out where a couple of these were over here. But we are going to get into this. We are going to start from the top and go down the list. So, AGI grain dryer. Now, I am not going to say the cycles per month or the cost per month. You can see those. I am just going to go over the recipes, because otherwise this video is going to get too long because it's already on the long side. I really should, honestly, I think actually I am going to go ahead and do these in a separate video, or this video is going to be way too long. So, if you guys enjoyed this one, do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I will have 2 more videos on this map this week. I will have the one going over all the productions, and then I will have a separate one going over the maple sap process, how you get that, and everything. So, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later.